Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you are here. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to all you wives that watch me on this channel, and I hope and pray that you find value whenever you tune in to my teachings. I want to talk to you tonight about 6 ways you push your husband away. Yes, 6 ways that you are pushing your husband away, and you probably don't even know it, or you might be calculating like I used to be and doing it on purpose. Okay,
we're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
And these are things that I really want you to think about. And if you are guilty of them, say it's me and change your behavior. Because not only do I get the opportunity to deal and talk with wives and husbands around the world, and I consider it a blessing, okay? But I also get to talk to single women. And for years, I used to do this thing with a colleague of mine called Seal the Deal. And it was to really help single women, get in healthy, strong marriages. And it was very successful. But God had called me to this marriage space. And so therefore, that's where I have been for the last 19 years or so. And so tonight I want to talk about why and how you can push your husband away. Okay. Number 1 is playing games. Yes. When you are playing games with your husband and lying about money, lying about how long you've had those, that dress in the closet or those shoes. You know how we do. We go buy stuff and then put it in the closet and say we've had it for months or years or whatever. Those playing games, your husband is not stupid. He knows when you're not telling the truth. He knows when you just have bought those things, because we as women, for the most part, as soon as we buy it, we put it on. So stop playing games with your husband, especially if you guys have had the money talk, the financial talk, and you keep doing and buying things when you know that you can't do that at this time. So stop playing games with him, because he's not a child. He is a grown man, okay? Number 2, being too busy. I understand that life is busy, but we put everything on our plates except for our spouses. And let me tell you this, besides God, your husband should come first. And I am so guilty of this. We put church, we put children, we put our careers, we put our family, we put our friends, we put, organizations, we put all of these things on our plates. And by the time we get home, we have nothing left to the person that we said we wanted to spend the rest of our lives with. So stop being so busy and make your spouse your priority. Because at the end of the day, he's the one that you said you want to spend the rest of your life with. Not those organizations, not those children, not your job, not your friends, not your family, none of those things are important. And if you're in a space where you and him are not in a good space, fix it. Because life is short. Fix it. Just like you put all your energy in those things, put your energy in getting yourself some counseling, change you, whatever you need to do to fix it, okay? Number 3, acting like you're perfect. We as women can find everything wrong with our spouses. We can pick it out, right? We can pick it out. And like I said, 100% guilty. And I remember I could tick off 1,000 things that Gil did wrong. But when I was asked, well, what does he do right by my mentor? I was like, well, he takes trash out and he goes to work. She's like, well, why don't you focus on those positive things instead of all these negatives? And I was like, because it's easy to find the negative in your spouse, and you don't take credit for you not being perfect either, right? And that's where the 30 days of gratitude came from, because it was easy for me to tick off all the things that he was doing wrong, right? But I was perfect in the situation. But God put me on a path, and I created the 30 days of gratitude, and you can go to my website and take the 30 days of gratitude for free. But anyway, but when he made me go on this journey and find 30 things that Gil did right for 30 straight days, it opened my eyes to see that I wasn't perfect either, okay? Number 4, acting entitled. This is a huge one that a lot of women do, and it was an eye-opening experience for me, is why do men stay in sexless marriages? I did a video on why do men stay in sexless marriages, and let me just tell you, 90% of the men who responded on that, and that video has done over, I don't know how many thousands views, and has at least 14,000 comments from men, and they stay because the court system is set up where men lose more than the woman puts in whenever they walk away. But we have this sense of entitlement because society says that he's supposed to provide and he's supposed to do all these things, which a man should provide, and he should be your covering and all those kind of things. But when we are not being contributing to stuff, why do we feel entitled to it? Because when the shoe is on the other foot and we're the provider and we're doing all of these kind of things, we don't feel that he's owed anything. And I know I'm going to get some pushback on this, but a sense of entitlement to everything, you need to show some gratitude, especially if your husband is working, providing for you, he loves you, all those kind of things. Show some gratitude. Okay? Number 5, acting like you're the man. And in today's society, everybody's telling women to boss up, especially if you're successful. Boss up. You make your own money, go get your own stuff or whatever. And I'm not saying be dependent on your husband. What I'm saying is we do need a man, just like they need a woman, right? I love it when Gil opens my car door. I love it when Gil provides for me. I love it when Gil lifts my heavy luggage when I'm traveling. I love it when Gil, gives me a hug or whatever. None of my girlfriends can do all those things for me. I love it when Gil makes amazing love for me. So I do need a man, and you're not the man in the relationship. You might have to have masculine energy at work because you might be the boss or whatever. But when you get home, change in from your boxers to your panties, okay? And that's the best way I can say it. Switch roles and let your husband be the man, because you was never created to be a man, okay? And number 6, acting like you don't need one. I could take care of myself. That used to be me, because I was raised that way. Yes, you do. You do need a man. And I can talk to every single woman that is looking for a man. And a lot of times they want to be in our shoes, and we trying to be like them. And once you get like them, then you don't want to be like them. You don't want to be single out there. So switch the way you thinking, because if you don't, you're going to push your husband to one of those single women that is not going to behave like any of the things that I just mentioned in this teaching. Okay? I love you guys to pieces, but before I go, I want to ask you, if you want this video or any of my videos on my channel sent to anyone, please click the link pod below, and I will have one of my team members send it on your behalf. And if you want to talk to me about one problem that you have going on in your marriage, I am not going to charge you anything. I'm just going to give you one tool and one solution to help you get past that. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.